Yeah, I'm Reinhold, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Thank you for joining my stream today. Today we'll be playing the Stanley Parable 2, which is secretly the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. They straight up admitted that it's just the sequel, just 2, not really an expansion. It's something else entirely? I don't know. The developers on this one had to be very unusual and actually very interesting. I'm very curious as to what the developers were like in this game. For this game, I mean. It's Friday! Yay! I hope everybody's Friday's been going well. I know I've been exceedingly nervous. Yes, I've been nervous for the stream. And that's because the stream's special. The stream is the day. Is finally the day in which our Discord servers are up. Yay! Yay! If you look down in the abouts and the socials and you root around in the links, you can find the link to our very new, brand new, super new Discord server. I've been working on it for a while. It should be shiny. It should have a bunch of cool features and hopefully be a welcoming place for every chat venturer to go. So yeah, check it out. Check it out. Join me. Join us as we play the Stanley Parable 2. I'm gonna have to shill the Discord like every hour or so, just so people hear about it, and eventually it'll catch on by itself. The Discord actually has 12 exclusive emotes. Yes, 12. Hello. Wonderful to have you with us. Yes. 12 exclusive emotes. They will be coming to Twitch eventually. Come the day that I finally make affiliate. Until then, you can see the sneak peek in the Discord with all 12 emotes. Yay. It's super exciting. One of them's even animated. I got that one. They were like, buy 12, get this one animated for free. I'm like, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm in. I like most of them. I like them all. I'm just kidding. They're all great. They're fun. They're fun. Emotes are fun. Who knew? Probably like everyone, everywhere, forever. But yeah. Check them out. You'll have to dig through the rules because I said so. The rules are important, and then you can just hit a little checkbox that said you read the rules, and you're all in. They are cute. They're really cute. I love them. Thank you. Like I said, I've been working on this for a little while, and I'm real excited to finally grand release. Finally, the grand release day. The cutting the ribbon. Except the ribbon is my tail, and please don't cut it. I need that. All right. So feel free to browse that. I'm gonna get started here on the stand. No, I need my tail. Don't bite. No, bad aloe. Don't bite. No, my tail.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
No, I used to be named Jim.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number
wait.
427
I think I needed to.
Was simple.
I didn't do that.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on
Can I
the
do that?
keyboard.
Yeah.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
It's a
as though
very
he'd been
exciting
made
day when orders
exactly
come in.
for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
No, not change.
Something he would never quite forget.
Ah.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when
Can
he
you
realized
imagine
that not
waiting
one
for
single
50
order
minutes
had arrived on the monitor for him to
not
follow.
a single thing to do?
No one had showed up to give him instructions.
I think
call
this
a
was like
meeting, or
pre-smartphone
even say
days or
hi.
something too.
Never in
You look
all
how
his
old
years
those
at the
computers
company
are.
had this happened. This complete
What do you do?
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
I would probably play with
Shocked,
that phone
frozen solid,
right there.
Stanley
I'd press
found
buttons
himself
and
unable
then
to
I'd
move for the longest time.
oh my gosh. When
But
I
as
was
he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk
when I was a
and
kid,
stepped out of his office.
I used an actual phone book, right? They had phone books or something back then. And I used an actual phone book to look up the number for the bank, right? I was like, oh, this closes.
But Stanley simply
Oh.
couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Yeah, I can't leave.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Yeah,
Nothing
gotta wait.
will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Haha, I can't be
In
broken.
here I can be happy forever.
That sounds good, like
I
a good
will be
idea.
happy. Stanley
Happiness
waited.
forever.
Hours passed, then days.
Wait, days?
Had years gone
Wow.
by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
You can't
But the
break
one
me,
thing he
Aloe.
knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Answer's coming.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
They're coming.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
Yes.
He will be told what to do.
Tell me what to do.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
It's coming. Yay! We got told what to do. Wait, did we? Oh. Oh, he's telling me to leave. He's telling me to get out of the office. How dare. Okay, okay. So, I had this phone book as a kid, and I looked up the phone number for the bank, and I was like, I'm gonna be smart. I called the bank. I was like, okay, I need to withdraw money, and they're like, okay, sir, what's your account number? I'm like, account number? What's an account number? So I started listing off random numbers. I was like, 486357. It was about that short. I was like, I just made up like a 6-digit number. I was like, okay, now please send me $100. They're like, kid, hang up. I was like, oh, how did they know? How did they know? My poor kid self thought I was a genius.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he
Is
had
it the
to make a
same?
decision? What if a crucial outcome
I guess
fell
it's the
under his
same.
responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No.
Oh,
This couldn't go any way except badly.
I can't leave now.
The thing to do
I have
now,
to go through it
Stanley thought
again.
to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me.
Well,
Nothing
I can
will
use the
break
phone
me.
and call the bank
In
and ask
here
for
I can be
$100.
happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited.
I'm not happy anymore. Let me
Hours passed,
free.
then days. Had years gone by?
No.
He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew
So
for
many
sure,
years have gone
beyond
by.
any
Click, click,
doubt,
click, click.
was that if he
No,
waited
let's not
long
click.
enough, the answers would come.
Tick, 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 tick,
Eventually,
tick, tick, tick.
someday, they
Tick,
would
tick, tick, tick,
arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
Tell me what to do, oh great
Now it's
narrator.
even closer. Here it comes.
Great, thanks. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was actually looking at the achievements. One of them's like a bazillion 8s, and I don't know what
All
that
of his
means.
co-workers were gone.
But one of
What
them
did it
said,
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
try to
Perhaps he had simply
open
missed a
door
memo.
435 times.
Oh, please. Are you
Yeah.
really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
You can't
I can't
call
just
me out
give
like
these
this.
merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Yeah.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I expect recognition after this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20!
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
50?
Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I've been thinking about that baby game. That one that says, play it for 4 hours. I think that might be a special stream down the line. A bonus.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
I mean, that was 50 clicks.
Commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
I don't know where door 417 is. 420... 416... Oh. Aha, let me in.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Isn't 437 back this way? There's some bright windows. 420... Oh, here we go.
Excellent. I think
Give
we're
me my
getting
achievement.
somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay. We're playing door clicker.
Now, back to door number 437.
437's getting double the love. That's not fair. What about these? They need some love. For this one. I don't know what you call that one.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where the heck's the copy machine? Oh.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
We're going somewhere. Okay. This one's gotta give me the achievement. Gotta stop missing it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Well, now you're just being rude. How do I do it?
Yes!
Yay, I did it.
Great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Well, I am not satisfied with the fact that I'm finally getting orders.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Yay! Get the copy machine. Nah, I don't need a bucket.
Finish it off, Stanley!
Where are we going?
5 clicks on door 430!
Oh, yeah! This is it. This is the achievement. Unfortunately, I don't have the achievements popping up on the windows for OBS, so, sucks to be you.
Yes!
Yay!
We did it!
I got it! Yay!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned
I did.
it, Stanley.
I earned it.
Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud
top
of
tier
how far
kitty.
we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little
I mean,
clicks. Really now.
Hey.
What were you thinking?
Thank you. I worked hard on this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I think there are still a few endings we can get without the bucket, and then some endings with the bucket. Let's see. I know we didn't do...
When Stanley came
We
to a
didn't
set
turn
of
off
2
the
open
mind
doors,
control
he
machine.
entered the door
We should
on his left.
We should do that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
Had a
disbelief, Stanley
dream.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
There is
so
nothing
he
here.
turned around and got
Hold
back
on.
track.
Yeah.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
You can't make me
No
leave.
reason to still be here.
You can't make me leave. The broom. It's got a broom? I think it's got
It
a...
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting
This
in the
duct
broom
tape's actually
closet.
pretty fun.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I'm
As
not
it is,
justified.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I think this is a bolt or... No, pliers. I think this is pliers.
Are you really still in the broom
I
closet?
am.
Standing around
I
doing
am still in
nothing?
the closet. I'm not coming out of the closet. No.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
No explanation. Not coming out of the closet.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Oh,
If
there's
I'd
this
said
duct tape.
Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Oh, that's rude. This has a
I
broom
never
in
would
it.
have thought to mention it.
Do I have a broom closet? I have a vacuum closet. Where's my... I keep the broom...
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh,
Joke's on you.
did you get
I
the
don't have
broom
friends."
closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
Yeah.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
My friends find me concerning all the time. Wait, I just said I didn't have any. Well, that
Stanley
makes
was
it doubly
fat and ugly and
concerning.
really, really stupid.
Hey,
he
Ru-
probably only got
shut
the
up.
job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I am addicted to drugs and hookers. I'm sorry. Is that what your concern's about,
Well,
Aloe?
I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I'm dead?
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
Oh no,
and
I had
you
a stroke in the...
collapsed on the keyboard.
I
Well, in a
collapsed
situation
on
like
the key.
this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Yeah, my cat's gonna eat my body. Don't worry about that.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Darn those
It's indicative
vulnerabilities.
of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
You don't have to worry about that. It is
Alright,
definitely
when
lost
you've
on
done
me.
that, just step out into the hallway.
Man, we need a replacement for Reinhold. I gotta step away, and I guess I'll let Layla take over since I'm dead. Nobody can replace me. Aw, that's very sweet. You're right, I should come out of the broom closet.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
It's not possible to do any worse. This narrator hates me. Oh my god. Oh, I'm crying a little. I'm crying a little inside. And I say it inside, online, outside. Okay.
Coming to a staircase,
I think
Stanley
I went
walked
down
upstairs
there
to his
and it
boss's
was
office.
a bunch of repeats. So I went up here. Okay. Been here. Yeah. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffers losses, then that's what the boss chose. That's fair. Oh!
You found one of them.
Oh man,
One of
I
the
didn't know there
miniature
was going to be more
Stanley figurines.
collectibles.
Remember, no reward for collecting all
Oh,
of
they were
these.
just gonna-
Only the intrinsic pleasure
Oh, I
of a
need to find
job
all
well
these.
done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you'll come
Yes,
across one of
I
these
need 'em.
beautiful figurines.
I need all of them. My precious. Alright. We gotta search for figurines. There's only so many areas in this game. This leads to the elevator, which I don't think actually works. Just has some elevator music. Yeah. Do 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 do. And then nothing happens. Great. Okay. Okay. Keep an eye out for those collectibles. Gotta collect them. An achievement checklist, let's see.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
Yeah.
indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Trust me.
So he relaxed for a few moments.
Trust me, I'm well aware anxiety is not healthy. Let's see. Oh no. Isn't there...
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the
Wait,
open
can I? No,
passageway.
it's too bright. Oh, there was something else here. No, maybe there's nothing else here. Chill. So, I had a dream last night. Last night I was role playing, like, I don't know. I was just role playing, and I was like, and I encountered another role player, and that role player was very specific. They were like, you can't start any roleplay scenes with me unless you plan on marrying my character with your character. I was like, what? I was like, oh, okay, sure. And then they were like, okay, but before you can marry my character with your character, our characters need to have 4 Earth babies. I'm like, what? And then they turned me into a gargoyle so that I could fill my duties and provide 4 Earth babies, which I'm pretty sure are literally just rocks. Pretty sure they're just rocks. Aha! Yes.
Another major Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Ooh, mini stands, isn't that?
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Okay.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
This is me when I'm trying to come up with a name, a snazzy name. They're like, I don't know, Stanlerines. Stanlerines. So now I'm my dream self is a gargoyle. So you know.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I am questioning.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Don't you pop at me. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yay. Light.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I guess I do.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
I really wonder what happened to the employees who got fired.
So many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
How bad do you have to be at your job to get fired while being mind controlled? You're like, You're trying to do your, like, you're
This
literally told
mind
exactly
control
what to do,
facility, it was
and
too
you're mind controlled
horrible
into
to
doing
believe
it,
couldn't be true.
and you're just so
Had
bad at
Stanley
it
really
that they
been
have
under
to fire
someone's
you
control
anyways?
all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Tell me if you
Had
have
he
a
truly
collectible.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Truly, truly blind.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Okay.
Controls labeled with emotions.
Give
happy
me
or sad or content.
Walking, what
eating,
is it? Stanley?
All of
Yeah,
it
yeah.
monitored and commanded from this
I
very
just need a
place.
Stanley.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Stanley. I don't see any others in here. Must be in other parts of the world. Maybe.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place.
Let him talk.
And to everything
Go
it
check
stood
again.
for.
Yeah. I don't wanna miss it and have to come back. Right? We could just walk away. Can I just walk away? Where did I come in? No. Okay. I don't think I missed anything. Alright, last time I tried to take control of mind control for myself. You know, good old Angel Tummy. So now we turn it off. Hey. Hey. Was that it? That was it. Yeah, good us. Go us.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
No, no more orders.
Was it over?
I think it's over.
Yes.
I won.
He had won.
Yeah,
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense
it is very
door
slowly opening. Oh, here we go.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
I'll get
Where
those
had his
collectibles
co-workers
eventually.
gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
That is a good question.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized
That's so pretty.
none of this mattered to him.
Oh, look,
For
trees.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Aww,
Perhaps his
how
goal
cute.
had not been to understand, but to let go.
Let
No
go.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Oh, look.
Whatever life he
Buildings.
lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Huh.
Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Oh, look at those mountains.
And
I'll
Stanley
climb a mountain.
was happy.
Happy Stanley. We did it. We made Stanley happy. Aw, that's sweet. I didn't think there was a happy ending. Look at.
All of his co-workers were gone, What could it
Whatever
mean?
could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Figurines Finder Committee in the meeting room. Aw, yeah.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Yay. There's nothing better than a nice bucket.
Stanley clutched
Okay,
the bucket
I think
tightly to his
we
chest
still need to
and
visit
until the
our
bucket was
wife.
left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
And
lounge
our
was
good
simply
old
the
wife,
place
the
to be.
employee lounge.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
This is
Yes,
better than
Stanley thought to
happiness.
himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
More importantly, are there any Stanlerines around here? I don't see any.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh,
Stanley took the door on his left
okay.
to go back to the meeting room.
We still have to do...
No,
said the bucket.
don't go
To
to the
the
meeting
meeting
room.
room?
Go somewhere
Go
else.
somewhere
the
else.
cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Go to the cargo
Good,
lift.
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
There's
There's
something
up
you
there
need
I
to
need you to
do.
do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But
Oh,
Stanley
no,
chose
no.
not to
Nothing
think about this
alarming.
obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Where?
Stanley, how could you think
Where?
it was okay
Oh.
to bring the bucket here?
Oh, there really is.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Ah, I
suppose
never thought
that
about
would
that.
explain a lot about your behavior.
I know what a
up to this
bucket is?
point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences.
I'm
on the
sorry.
entire
I didn't mean
rest
to
of the
not know what a
game
bucket
if not
was.
addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Okay, okay, okay.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Alright, tell me what a bucket is. I'm gonna learn the difference. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
I'm on a
Simple
game
enough, right?
show.
This should tell us everything
Heck
we'll
yeah.
ever need to know about what is or
I've always
is
wanted to be
not
on a game show.
bucket. Okay, let's begin.
The Price is Right or anything. I don't know.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
I don't think so.
Correct. It is a hologram of a
Aha!
bucket, not
I was
an
right.
actual bucket.
The fake, not bucket.
Item 2. Is this a
Oh,
bucket?
yes.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It is a 3D printed recreation of
Oh.
a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Ah, hello, Cheshire Wolf. Welcome. I thought for sure it was a bucket
Item
too.
3. Is this a bucket?
No. Oh,
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
darn it. Okay. I got this one right. I'm one for.
Item 4.
Oh,
Is
oh,
this
this one's a
bucket?
tough one. Carries water, right? Oh.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely
I thought.
incredible.
Oh no.
Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm still 1 of 3. That's not too bad. I'll get it right. Okay.
Is this a bucket?
This is a... It's a trick question. It's a bucket.
Correct.
Ha!
This is a bucket.
I was right. I knew it. I knew it. You can't trick me. I'm too good.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, it's not a bucket.
Trick question. Both.
Oh,
Gotcha.
it's both a bucket and not a bucket. Oh, man.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me
That's
see.
fair.
It should be around here somewhere.
I hate it when that happens during the middle of a presentation. It is a bucket. You can't trick me.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket, and we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something.
Well, I mean...
Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself
Well,
that a bucket
I
is
mean-
nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Nothing can be a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Well,
Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley,
You're a bucket.
I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our
oh
relationship
no.
apart.
Well, we
I
can,
can't
we
have
can,
that. I'm
wait,
sorry,
wait.
but I'm going to erase all
No,
buckets from the
we can
game
have an
entirely.
an open relationship. It's
Here
fine.
we go.
No, come back. No. My bucket. No.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait,
Oh,
was everything a bucket?
everything was a bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me.
Oh, you aren't a
I'm
bucket.
not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're
Okay.
still here. You're not a bucket either.
Go
This is
figure.
wonderful news. We're not buckets.
But everything
Yes,
else
I actually
is.
feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Well, that's
So,
disappointing. We need a
tell you
game.
What? I'll reset everything.
Buckets
We'll put
included?
back all of the
Yeah.
buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But
All
if
a
you
bucket.
run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Could drive
All
a
right,
person
here we
mad.
go.
Hey. Okay. That's a bucket. Well, hello, oh, wait. This is different. The bucket's right here. Oh, it's a very short path. Huh. Do I skip the bucket? The bucket madness. So, I wanted to tell Cheshire Wolf that our Discord server's up. Yay! I finally released it, and you can find it in all the weird links in my little channel section, and it's got 12 emotes, 12 emotes, 12 emote previews for when those emotes get to Twitch. Yeah, you just gotta have a Discord. But do I need a bucket? Is my Discord a bucket? I think it is. It's a bucket of people I care about. I am... Can I leave that bucket behind? I don't... There is one more ending I think I've missed. I think it's through the...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Through
doors,
that,
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
can't
well. Perhaps he
me.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
It's the same
just to
route,
admire it.
but without a bucket. Hello,
Wow.
wife.
Yes,
Love you.
This room. What a beautiful room.
Mwah.
What a gorgeous,
Mwah.
gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour, but eager to get back to business,
Okay.
Stanley took the
I gotta go
first
through
open
the
door
same
on
thing
his
we just
left.
did. The last time I was very contradictory.
Stanley was
when
so
I did
bad
it.
at following
And I was just like,
directions, it's incredible he wasn't
nah,
5 years
I'm
ago.
I'm gonna always take the blue door, not the
Look,
red
Stanley,
door.
I think perhaps we've
But
gotten
now I
off
want to
on
see
the
what's in the
wrong
red
foot
door.
here. I'm not your enemy, really.
I gotta take the red
I'm
pill,
not.
right?
I realize that
Took the
investing
blue
your
pill.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
took the
has
blue
been
pill
about
on account
nothing
of,
but you
you
all
know,
this time.
the hair, blue
There's
hair.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've
I don't want to talk
forgotten
to my
about.
wife. I just met her.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
I have
Are
mild
you
consideration
that
for
convinced
others.
that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
Oh,
do
okay.
want to help you.
No
to
buckets
show
past this
you
point.
something
You go through
beautiful.
that way instead.
Look,
Okay.
let me prove it.
I'm looking
Let me
for.
prove that I'm on your side. Give
I'm
me a
looking for
chance.
collectibles.
Now listen carefully. This is
Aha.
important. Stanley walked through the... Okay, I'm going back to the
Yay.
name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between
Stanlerines.
Stanlerines and Figlies.
Ooh,
What do you think,
Figlies are
Stanley?
pretty good.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of
Figlies.
happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up
Figlies.
by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm
It's
sure it will
Figlies.
come to me.
Come on. Oh. Figlies. Go through the red door. Okay, I can listen. I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
thank
good, boy.
God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this
Oh,
time?
what a considerate
The
narrator.
problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Don't kill us.
I wanted to stop.
Aw.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Wait,
And
what?
I think I have
Uh-oh.
a solution.
This is an endless corridor.
Let me show you.
Oh. The door is opened. The endless corridor is... Oh. That's gone too. Okay.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Good stream? New followers. Great friends.
Here. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place,
I love the
Stanley,
stars.
I think
I love the stars so
feel
much.
Happy. I actually feel happy.
Aw, that's sweet. I'm gonna leave now. Wait. Oh, it's so pretty. I think I almost missed this by walking away. I cannot fall off. That's probably good for me. Falling endlessly into the void of space is probably in the top 10 ways I would like to go. It's so pretty. You're not gonna do anything else? Let's see. Green lights. Okay. Ah. I really do love the stars. They're so pretty. These don't look like actual, like, sky stars, though. These look like a rendition of stars, rather than the prettiness that is. They're too close together. Look at how many. They're too close.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm walking away. I heard you were happy, and I like
no.
ruining happiness.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
True. If I die, everything resets.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Huh.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I think I am walking away from that. That's crazy. I'm not crazy. Do I look crazy to you? Don't answer that. We'll go back to the happiness. It's fine. I didn't need to do that. I was just teasing you. I was just teasing you a little.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Yeah. Sane pilled and normal maxing. And I'm not your babe. I am Reinhold, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Sane pilled and me normal max. Yeah. I'm the most normal thing there is. That's so pretty. I know a few friends who use some substances, and I'm always like, I don't need to. My mind already gets high on its own without any actual help whatsoever. I can get some weird places, man. I tell you what. Oh, we're repeating now? Well, we can't repeat. Repeating's just not right.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Oh, you're right. I better not.
Are you... You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Sure. Wait. Oh, he didn't even say anything this time.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
There's a good reason not to do this. Am I doing the cat thing? I'm doing the cat thing. Aren't I? Going in and out? I want in. I want out. I want in. I can't believe it. I didn't mean to. Knocks on the door. Knocks on the door. You gotta claw it. Gotta put your paw into it. Go scritch. Oh my god, I had to get a cat door for my door so I could get some sleep. Silly cat. I probably won't die if I do it backwards.
No! Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
I
You
did.
lived.
I
You
lived.
had me worried
See?
there for a
I'm
moment.
fine.
Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Yeah. It's okay. I feel like I'm moving slower. I'm limping. Probably on account of the broken
There.
leg.
See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We
Uh-huh.
really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Oh, I'm starting to feel the zoomies. I like to move. I can't help it. Keep moving my mouth.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
You're right. You're right. But I'm tired of seeing that. If he came up with some other colors, maybe. Oh, I am walking slow. Stupid broken leg. If only I hadn't thrown myself off. 1, 2, 3, 4th floor.
No. What are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing? Don't you hate it when there's nothing you can say? Okay. I'll do it backwards. I'll be fine.
Stanley,
Oh,
let's go back to the other room.
he
Can
sounds
you
so
do that
sad.
for me?
He sounds so sad. I can't not. I have to give him a little bit.
Yes. Perhaps you can.
Yeah.
Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, both my legs are in extreme pain right now. So, this
I
is a
know
good
you'll
place
see.
to rest.
You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah. Wait, we can't. I was happy. I was happy and then you reset the game on me. I'm here to ruin your life, narrator.
No, perhaps not.
No. No, there is no more happiness for you. Here to take it away. I'm here to steal it. I'm a treasure hunter, and I'm taking away your happiness.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
It's the ultimate theft. The biggest crime. Oh man. I can't believe I'm committing a happiness crime. Goodbye, narrator.
Or
Oh,
maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know
I thought that would be it.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Aw, he's so
It
sad.
looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Aw,
Well, this one is yours.
I feel bad. Maybe I won't do it.
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I am the master of teases.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did.
I know.
I wish I still thought that was possible.
Aw, he's been burned too many times. He doesn't fall for my teasing anymore. What is this I feel? I think I feel guilt. Huh. This is unexpected. I don't usually feel guilty about stealing. This might be rude. Okay. Here we go. This is how I feel every time I deal with those carpenter bees outside. Guilty.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I'm sorry.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah,
What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We gotta find more figurines, is right. Okay. The figlies. I know what'll make the narrator happy again. I know what'll make you happy, Aloe. It's a bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
We
He'd never be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
have a bucket. Okay. Now we gotta find them figlies. Alright.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Nah, I gotta say hi to my
This
wife.
was not the correct way to the meeting
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It's such a pretty
And here it
room.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
I need
Yes, Stanley
this
thought to
room.
himself. Yes,
This
perhaps
is
it
the room
truly
I need in
was.
my life.
How insightful the
I want
bucket
exactly
turned out to
those
be.
chairs. I want exactly that plant. I wonder if I could make my... No, this room's too big. Room's about the size... Not the
True,
size of my house,
being
no.
here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
Might be the size of my...
Stanley reflected on
Ki-
all
this
they'd
is
been
probably
through
the size of my
together.
kitchen.
First, walking through the door on the right, then
So I'd have
walking
to
to the lounge, then
knock
arriving
down
at
the
bar.
walls
What a
around the
thrilling
kitchen, I
journey.
guess.
The bucket,
Turn that
oh
into
no,
an employee
never
lounge.
mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
Now, I'm
meeting,
looking
and
for
so the two of them
figlies.
detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I need to find my figlies.
Oh, good Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh, they care about me. Hi.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Oh,
We've come together here because we care about you very
this
much.
is...
It's this
it's a-
bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
It's an
The
intervention.
bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game.
The
like
Adventure
Line and the
Line.
Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Got
Yes, I know
computer?
I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving
I
the
would
adventure
love
line?
another
We
story
could
with
make
the adventure line.
line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the
Ooh.
fans want. Let's do it.
I'm disappointed. I thought for sure something would happen here. Okay. Hello, waifu is unreal. And table. The 2 doors. The big baby. Okay. We've got a fresh...
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next?
Raw assets.
And it played some silly music as well.
Da 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 da
Now, this
Wait,
is what the Stanley
Hey.
Parable is all about. Don't you remember
Rude.
all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's
was
as
a great
classic
joke.
now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
well, I had to give up my freaking Stanley line music. Just bring it back. It's the only music in the game, isn't it? Except for like the intro, I guess. I guess there's a few moments where they add a little music. Oh, we're going deep into the bowels of danger. They want my bucket, that's true. What if I keep the bucket? Oh,
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
oh.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Wow.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Oh man, I
Can you
kinda...
guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
I have no
Surely
idea.
you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Spell it out for me.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
There's no escape.
Now
What?
listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality
I thought you said it had deep
Sure, I
character.
can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved
That's what I
Stanley
just said.
Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
Ooh.
What other object in this game can you even say that about?
I do
The
kinda
Broom
wanna
Closet?
see it in
Certainly not.
action.
I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until
What's
you
going-
crush that damn
Uh-oh.
bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I think that bucket destroyer just exploded in my face. Oh, what? Have we transcended
Destroyer.
reality?
My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding
Did the
stories
Bucket
about
Destroyer
you.
just
All of
ascend
it's
to heaven?
squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that
Aw.
you were here.
A moment of
you
silence
were
for the Bucket Destroyer.
Magnificent.
Alright. We don't need the Bucket Destroyer, we have the bucket. Yay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Just
What could it
just
mean?
a scenario where the
Stanley
bucket
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
bucket didn't get destroyed.
Good old bucket.
Good old
Just
bucket.
Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Aye.
Stanley
We gotta
touched
feed it the bucket,
tightly
though.
to his- This was not
I want to
directly
see.
the meeting room.
I want to see the
Stanley
bucket
had
destroyer
felt the
in
bucket
action.
calling to him, telling
Will
him
it?
that the
Will it get
employee lounge
too
was
angry?
simply the
Will
place
it
to
get
be.
like
And here it was.
Wildly-
Had the bucket turned out to be correct.
wildly
Was this better than
voracious?
Never mind.
That's a big word.
Bucket was wrong.
Voracious.
Stanley took the door.
We'll
on his
start
left
eating things
to
that
go
aren't
back, and
buckets.
So the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I wanna see. I'm a curious kitty. I'm inherently.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around
I
everywhere.
like my broom
The
closet.
bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just
They
sequel
say a lot of
content.
things about
We're the
curiosity
ones
in
that matter,
cats, and
Stanley.
I quite
Classic
frankly
characters from the
think
first game, like the Adventure
they forget
Line
the
and
last
Broom
part.
Closet, because that's what fans want
Yes,
from a
yes.
sequel.
Curiosity
They want more of
killed
their
the
favorite
cat,
jokes, not
but
this
satisfaction
bucket that
brought
they've
it
never seen
back.
before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much
That's
time
right.
with it.
Every single
Don't
time
you
I
want
die
another
in the name of
story involving
science,
the Adventure
I
Line?
come back
We could make the Adventure
because it
Line
was
go
worth it.
somewhere new.
And
Yes,
suddenly-
yes, that's what the fans
you can't
want.
do
Let's
that.
do it.
No, don't deny me satisfaction. Rude. Rude. You can't do that. I'm here.
Whee!
I'm
Look at
going to
that
give
wacky
that
line. Who
get that
knows where
satisfaction.
it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Doo, 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 doo. I'm still missing two figures. Figlies. I wonder where
Now,
they are.
This is what the Stanley Parable is all
One
about.
might be in the
Don't you remember
museum.
all those great jokes
Da,
from
da,
the
da,
original
da,
dialogue?
da,
Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
da, 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 da,
It's as
da,
classic
da,
now
da.
as it was back then.
Da,
Let's do it
da,
for the
da,
fans,
da,
Stanley.
da,
Let's give them more
da.
content exactly like this.
Da, da, da,
But if we
da,
want to do
da,
that,
da,
you're
da,
going to
da,
have to give
da,
something
da,
up.
da, 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 da.
Don't you get it,
Okay.
Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True,
I love
it
how he
also
acts like
was
there's
not
an
in the original
extreme
game, but
amount
it's
of
such a
lore in this
well-fleshed-out
game.
character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Not unless you
Surely
let me
don't
try
need me
it.
to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Oh, the bucket's fighting me.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know
trying.
what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That
Yeah.
is
Oh,
its
no.
singular personality.
I'm too attached to the bucket.
Sure,
I have an
can hear
addiction
you
problem.
saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved
Come on.
Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see
Come
that
on.
its desire to crush
Take
buckets
my
is
bucket.
so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really
Take the
like
bucket.
10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what
Take
sort
my
of
bucket.
Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will
No.
be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic
You
Stanley
denied me
Parable
satisfaction.
characters like the
Darn you,
Adventure
Aloe.
Line or the Bucket
This is your
Destroyer
fault.
Until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what
Give
they
him the
want.
bucket! I tried. I did my best. This is
Bucket Destroyer,
all your fault.
my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Oh.
Get in the game again. Okay. We have a
All of his co-workers were gone.
few
What could it
actual
mean?
things to do.
Stanley decided to
Like
go to
the
meeting room.
Figlies.
Perhaps he had simply... Where are we going today? The bucket asked.
Ooh.
Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
I love that. Where are we going today?
Stanley clutched the
We
bucket
gotta
tightly
visit
to his
the-
chest. This was not
visit
direct
the,
way to the meeting room.
The
But
wife.
Stanley had felt the bucket
Show her
calling
my
to him,
bucket.
telling him that the
Say it's a cool
employee
bucket.
lounge was simply the place
Ask
to be.
if she's okay with a
And here it
threesome with the
was.
bucket.
Had the bucket turned out to be
It gets
correct?
slapped.
Was this better than the no?
Maybe sleep on the couch for a
Bucket
while.
was wrong. Stanley
But it's
took the
okay.
door on his
I
left
still have my
to go
bucket.
back to, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Worth asking, but sometimes... Wait, what? Yes! Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, was pointless. Play 41, stock option. Weird spinning figurines. How many are there? Can we sell them? Obviously. Yes. What makes them float in the air? Yeah, that's a good question. Alright. I got that one. I don't like... No. Clues provided by employee 416. The red room. Red room. Good luck. Thanks. Maybe we have the collectibles. Bottom text. I'll show you bottom text. Small floating objects. Synergize our resources. There are many questions and no answers. I managed to pick up... Let's see. Use an array of cardioid microphones. Triangulate the source of the strange noise. Comes from a dark area behind a very warm place. Dark area behind a very warm place. Oh, maybe one of the fires in the game? Okay. Yeah, I got the bathroom. Oh, hold on. Red, blue. Okay, I got that one. It says no bucket. Okay. This one is... It looks like the boss's room? Did I get that one? Yeah, I think I did. Right? There was... Yeah, there was one over there. Okay. Okay. There's one downstairs. Okay. We're only missing two. One downstairs, and then what's that? I have to follow the Stanley parable line. Okay. I think that's what that is. Building a bridge? Maybe. Okay, there's one downstairs and there's one following the Stanley parable line. I just have to remember how to activate the Stanley parable line. 'Cause I don't remember. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Yep. Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floor. Produce one. Access past fence. Construct bridge. It's past a fence? Okay. Oh, mission status. Here we go. Yeah. A large room with lots of boxes. Stairs. Let's see. Large room with lots of boxes. Oh, man. Wish I remembered. Is there a point to this? 927. There will be a reward. Stop kidding yourselves. The reward is cleaning the wall. Okay. We have some hints. Please do not leave the office without communicating.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom
Ooh.
closet. It wants the bucket.
No!
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
My bucket.
It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No one but me deserves a
I
bucket.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet.
What?
That's what the broom closet
Wait,
is
that's
trying
logical.
to say here. It's supposed to go
Huh.
with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
I wouldn't hand it over
I
to
know
that
how hard
thing.
it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
It'd be funny if I could just put the bucket down right now.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream
Ooh.
of petty insults
I wanna
simply
hear
in
it.
order to get you to hand over
Tell
the
me
bucket?
what it's saying.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and
Wow.
lasting friends?
Rude.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
Well,
That your life is so banal and meaningless that
Hey.
you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never.
I'm going to cry.
Go on, Stanley.
I'm going to cry.
Lay into it. Really
It's
tell
so
the broom
right.
closet off
Oh
for
my
its
gosh.
demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go
Well,
through each of them point by point.
we
Share
shared
your
a bed
journal
together,
entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your
and
feelings for the
I
bucket,
didn't kill
as They
it.
have changed and
Twice.
evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Oh. Take that. Alright, broom closet.
I've got you something
Oh.
which I think
Okay,
will
I
help
was gonna-
settle this debate
insult
once
the broom
and
closet,
for
but-
all. Here we go.
Yay!
Now it's settled.
Yay!
No more debate.
Property of
No more
Stanley.
discussion. Take our
All
hype
mine.
broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
That would be an interesting conversation you shouldn't have. Sounds like a colossal,
All right, I've got a second
philosophical.
sticker
Oh,
back here,
wait.
and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
You
That's a
see,
bucket sticker.
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Did you know the broom
That
was
way,
also a
If you're
bucket?
ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket."
A bucket.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
It's true. True, true, true. Give me another
You know
sticker.
what? I could take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but
Give me
now
another sticker.
the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment.
Oh, well,
and to be
that's-
honest,
that's
I'm
fair.
sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
It's so weird how much personality these rooms have. Like, the room closet is exceptionally petulant. The employee lounge is like my highly seductive wife. The room with two doors is a very indecisive gentleman who wants to either wear a monocle or bifocals, but he doesn't know which one he wants to go with. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No, there's a Figley down here somewhere. Aha! My Figley!
You're getting close now, Stanley.
One more.
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second
Yay.
number, and that will be
Numbers should equal each
We'll
other.
be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
Yeah,
You
so
can't
close.
go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us
Figler,
can.
Figler, and Figler and the rings. Figler and Luring. Okay. Gotta find one
But
last
Stanley
Figler
just
and
couldn't do
Luring.
it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
I don't want to be
And in
fired.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
I should
His
just
boss would think he
leave.
was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe He thought to himself, maybe,
Maybe.
I am crazy.
I'm not.
He looked down at the
Wait,
bucket in his arms.
there is a bucket
Am
in my
I
arms.
crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Well, you know help,
That's
bucket.
strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me
Right?
in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when
Oh,
Stanley
no.
realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
No!
Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
That's
How
a
did I
trick
end up with
bucket.
someone else's bucket? This is all terribly
It's even got
wrong.
my sticker
Surely
on it.
no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience
My
without
bucket.
the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was,
My
of course, very
bucket.
odd.
How
He
dare?
felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
I'm gonna find my
Far
bucket.
off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to
It's
him.
over here.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me!
I'm coming for you, bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing
Oh,
by
no.
one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Which one's mine?
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
There's buckets
He had
everywhere.
to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the
Ah.
only way to truly restore
One of these
his
is my
sanity.
bucket.
And then suddenly,
Ah.
he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was
Yeah, that makes sense.
painful. Stanley doubled over in agony.
It's in my stomach. I ate it. Whoops. I didn't mean to eat my bucket.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Hi, Mariella. Do you have my?
Mariella
Did you
woke
steal
up
my
on a day
bucket?
like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself.
If only
and then
he
collapsed
had
dead on
his
the
bucket.
sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of
I used to have a
course
bucket.
he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Always carry your bucket
Perhaps
with you.
He didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she
Always
had no
carry.
time for
Hug
this.
your bucket.
There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide
Give-
absolute
give your
guidance
bucket
and total clarity
pats
on
and-
everything.
and
Heck
pat
yes,
it.
she thought to herself, my life kicks ass, and she backflipped
Eat it
all
every
the
day.
way to work.
He backflipped. He backflipped to work. Ah, what a life. What a life being able to backflip your way to
All
work.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I still got my stickers on it.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket.
This
a
is my
committed
proper bucket.
A bucket of culture and distinction.
Don't worry. The one I ate, ooh, this is different. The one I ate, I threw it up in a hairball, and now
Stanley clutched the bucket
now we're good.
tightly to his
We're good.
chest and entered the door on his left.
okay. We need to find one last big Lorraine. We'll do it. I want to find where the infinite hole is too. I'm presuming
Coming to a
there's another
staircase,
infinite hole somewhere.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. That was pretty awful. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't think anything changes about this elevator, but you never know. Do, 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 do 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 do. I've been watching Castlevania recently. I'm on season 3, Edgy Vampires. I don't want to spoil anything though. I mean, there's a lot of spoilers to be had if I start talking about season 3. I guess it's on season 4 now, so technically all the spoilers have happened, but I don't like spoiling things for people. It's fun-ish, kinda. I think some of the things could
Stepping
use
into his manager's office, Stanley was once
a
again
little
stunned
modifications.
to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
True.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
What a
The bucket
kind
would.
bucket.
And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
True, I didn't notice at all.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
It really does seem to just be that. It is a quite unique. Just
Stanley
add bucket
just sat
dialogue.
around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that
There's
the
no way I could
combination
know.
was 2845.
2845. 2845. All numbers need to be the same. It's got to be 8. 8. Oh wait, maybe that's the achievement. Oh, okay, I got this. I saw an achievement that just said 8 a bunch of times. Yeah, I got it.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked
I got
in,
it.
and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I've plugged in 8 too many times. I always feel like there should be a hidden button around here somewhere or something. I feel like any important office desk needs a hidden button. Special button. Opens the trap door. You know. Right? I just immediately check a big office desk for secret hidden treasures.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Unknown.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Praise
The
the
bucket
bucket.
is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Nah.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Sounds exciting. Can't be worse than throwing yourself off a ledge 4 times to try
The door
to
behind
finish
them was
off the
not shut.
game.
Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
All the best treasures off track. This is the longest
At
hallway.
this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yeah. Pain. Suffering. All I have to do is fall. Can't believe this fall doesn't hurt. Fall's fine. Every other fall is like, yeah, instant death. Yeah, my legs are broken. This one's like, Yeah, you're okay. You get crushed anyways.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned
What a
out
useless,
to be.
pointless
To be
bucket.
sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself.
What
And he
use
sort of
is a
kicked
sense of
himself
ease?
for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay. Whew. Wasn't
Farewell,
sure.
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life
builds
came to an
this?
end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Wait, no, my bucket. Okay. Ooh. Are there large boxes here? This the last Stanley figurine, fake Stan. What is it? Big man, I don't know. But who builds something like this? What is the point of building something like this? What does this do? Is it solely for death traps? Is this solely for Batman death traps? I feel like it's solely for Batman death traps.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
It's got my sticker on
It
it.
was a glorious bucket to behold.
Wait, my bucket. Oh, we got a museum to the bucket this time. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? Okay, well, this has been a very...
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
But
Can you see the hubris
I
that
wanted
blinded
it.
him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than
Oh.
Stanley will ever be in his short
I
life?
feel bad in you. I've been imposing on the bucket. A photograph of 25 buckets. That is not... What? That is like at least 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's at least 100. The greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. Oh my gosh. Okay. A bucket with 2 handles. Genius. Such a design has never been created in real life and has been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to the death for attempting this. Wow. There's a whole, like, black market witch hunt for double-handled buckets. I didn't know. Inferno bucket. Medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war. Billions died. In spite of it all, a simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. What if I pick it up? Let me pick it up. Okay. No one can control a bucket, I guess. Oh. Yay. Oh, and we're feeding the deer. We're feeding the deer with our broken bucket thing. Buckets predate the existence of mankind. Good to know. Good to know. This is something I admit I did not know, and it has changed my life forever. This cave depicts early drawings of practical use of the bucket. Note the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity worthy of its treasures. This is a very polite, kind bucket.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Well, what if
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I kneel? I'm pretty good at getting on my knees. Not hard. My bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is more that is out of reach. The distance is for our own good. I got it. I got my bucket back. Yay.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Yeah.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the
Oh, what?
machine.
No.
Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as
Ooh,
leader,
yes.
as commander.
I'll
of a
praise
new
the bucket.
world, a new vision.
Ow. I forgot I might have not wanted the bucket there too. Oh well. I always wonder what will happen if I actually restart like they suggest. Like, quit the game, come back. So they can't do that. I know I gotta find another figurine, but I still have
How
more bucket
wonderful.
endings.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Did? Yeah, being alone's amazing. Being alone with a bucket's more amazing.
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Yay. Alright, we got a
Stanley
mind
clutched
control
the bucket tightly
facility
his
to
chest
break.
and entered the door on his left.
Or to convert. And then we had to find the final figland something like that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Something like that. Figlandering. Never gonna get that right.
Stepping into his
I like
manager's
Figley
office,
better.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover
Wonder if there's a
no
hidden-
indication of any human
There's a
life.
kitty.
Crushed by the weight of this
What a cute
revelation,
kitty.
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the
Gotta be a
soothing
hidden
presence
switch
of the
here
bucket.
somewhere.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light
No.
pierce the
No.
dark clouds
Oh,
of
there.
confusion and chaos.
No, I'm not
It would
cute.
be with him
No.
always. The
No.
bucket would. And he
I'm talking about the
two of them
picture.
were but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yay.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the
no.
bucket guiding him?
The
Yes,
bucket.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket knew the code the whole time. No, don't, no, you can't. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. How dare. I am.
Stanley and the bucket walked
Look,
straight
I have
ahead
a
through
mind
the
control
large door
facility
that
to
read,
deal.
Mind control facility.
Can't deal with you people. My chat ventures are turning against me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Yes, we both wonder it. Same time. As a bunch
jumped to
of
life,
monitors.
and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Don't drop the
Everyone
bucket.
in the office was being videotaped.
Really just
monitored
added the
like
bucket to all the
guinea pigs.
dialogue, huh?
The bucket had never seen anything like
Aw,
this, and it
poor
very
bucket.
nearly burst into tears.
No,
as Stanley
it's okay.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that
Everything would be fine. Everything will be fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as
I never
well?
even considered the
Had
question.
the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What
Can you mind control a
kinds of
bucket?
things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the
Oh yeah,
first
does a
place?
bucket have like
These
motivations?
questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Hey, it's not feeble just because you think of it before I think of it.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
No.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Nope. No one but the bucket. Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
I already know there's no
Walking,
figgling.
eating, working,
here.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would
Yeah,
dismantle
and the
the
bucket.
controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Okay. I wasn't quite expecting the bucket to have such powerful one-liners. But, you know. Okay. Okay. We have to get the... We're gonna do that one today. We turned it off.
Stanley and the bucket.
We did it,
in
bucket.
madness. Was it over?
Yes. Think.
Yes, they had done it.
We did it.
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine.
Aye.
Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to
Ooh,
live
what kind of
once
life do
they
we wanna
stepped
live?
through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Sneeze in
Both
every
wanted to begin
country?
watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Oh,
True, it was a
that's
simple
clever.
life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
And two.
What? Wait, what was happening?
Come on.
Why had the door
We have a
stopped?
movie to see.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Come on.
An unbearable silence filled the room,
we climb it?
in uncertainty.
Oh, that's pretty high up.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
Throw the
needed
bucket.
The soothing warmth of
Throw the bucket out.
Go to any lengths.
Go without me, bucket. Go.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room.
I was gonna
But
throw
at
it.
least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
It's spooky. I'll be okay, won't I? Uh-oh. What a horrifying ending. Oh dear. Oh dear, I thought we were going to be happy. I really kind of like the idea of watching a movie halfway through and then stopping and watching it in reverse from the ending. That sounds cool. I don't know if that's like feasible in any way.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
One of these days, I'll be a better coworker. Once I figure out where my
Stanley
coworkers
clutched
have
the
gone.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright. We clearly need to take control of that mind control facility for ourselves. Only the bucket understands.
Coming to a staircase,
Up the
Stanley and the bucket
stairs.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
And then we had to find the last fig leaf, because I think we've done all the
Stepping
endings.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
Or at least
stunned
all
to
the ones I
discover
know
not an
of.
indication of any human
And
life.
by know of,
Crushed by the weight of this
have
revelation, Stanley may have
run
Stanley
into.
guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
I've probably
this is
missed an
certainly the
ending or
most
two
logical
somewhere along the
explanation.
lines. I just don't know how to get them. It's okay. I'm disappointed I haven't found an infinite hole to jump in, though. There are a lot of endings, and I'm really upset there's
Stanley and the
no
bucket walked
checklist.
straight ahead through the large door that
This
read,
is a game that
"Mind
desperately needs a
control
checklist.
facility."
Oh my god, I need a checklist for this game. Like, in the game. Checklists outside the game are less fun.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Let me check the
secret did
achievements
this place
again. Maybe it'll
hold?
give me some
Stanley
hint.
and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes, 22 seconds. I don't know how to do that. Don't play Stanley Parable for 10 years. Well, that's going to be a challenge. Play it for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Possibly doable. Yes. I don't know if I want this up all Tuesday. Tuesdays are better utilized.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Except for the
Bucket
two who've
had
been
never
fired.
seen anything like this, and it very nearly
All right.
burst into tears.
You've
as
been
Stanley
fired.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
And you've been fired. Okay. We shall
Was the bucket
put
under
this
the
mind control to good use.
facility's
What's the first thing
influence
you're
as
gonna
well?
do when
Had the bucket been told to
we've
do
mind
things
controlled
it didn't
everything
wish
and
to
everyone?
do? What kinds of things does a
I
bucket
think
want
the
to do
first
or
thing
not
I'm
want to
gonna
in the
do
first place?
is
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's
tell them to give me their wallets.
No!
me their wallets.
He screamed into the bucket.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He couldn't accept
I have
His own life in
ultimate
someone
power over
else's
everything.
control.
I'm just
Never!
gonna
He
use it
squeezed
for
the
petty
bucket tighter. His
crimes.
one friend in the entire world.
Just gonna
At this
mug
point,
everyone.
he
That's
could trust
fair.
no one
That's fair, right?
except for the bucket.
Unlimited wet food. Ooh, tempting.
But here was the
Tempting.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
Is the wet food
Eating,
for you or
working,
for me?
all of it monitored and commanded
Do you
from
want
this
wet
very
food?
place.
Is that a thing you
And as
need?
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
I'm a
human
cat.
life.
Yeah,
For he and
yeah.
the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
I get wet
Two
food
Best
sometimes.
friends, Stanley and the bucket, up
I don't
against
know.
the world.
I'm not.
They high-fived in a really cool
Food
way.
should probably
The bucket made a sassy comment
not be
about
wet
taking down
or
the system.
something. I don't know. Should be fresh. Should be bloody. This is my mind
But at the
control
last
machine.
second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the
Bucket!
button to turn on the controls.
traitor!
Stanley gasped in horror.
Soup isn't food.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
You traitorous bucket.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the
Throw the bucket
in
away.
disgust when suddenly an image appeared
Finally get to
upon
throw the
the
bucket.
enormous screen.
Ooh.
Birds. Silly birds.
This is how we're gonna mind
The
control
control
people.
buttons became active again.
Ooh. Okay, we want eagle. Oh no, it just.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
It dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control
Aw,
facility at all.
that's so cute.
It
I
was
want
a
to eat them.
facility for
eat
monitoring
'em.
and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
That's all cute.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had
Of
the
course.
bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in
What
his
a smart
hands,
bucket.
the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
It's a
living
silly
through
bird.
live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
That's such a
Of
cute
all
bird.
the possible paths his life could have taken, This one was surely the best,
Make me hungry though.
and Stanley was happy.
Yeah. Yeah, we got birds. Birds, no, come back. My birds. Should have asked for infinite birds. Limited birds. Alright. We need... I think we follow the Stanley adventure
All of his co-workers
line.
were gone. What could
And
it
to
mean?
get that, we
Stanley
need
decided to
to...
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We need to do something. I remember it being over here
Stanley came to
somewhere.
a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
It
and Stanley
might
knew it
be
perfectly well.
Downstairs
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
in
it.
the maintenance room.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, but eager to get back to business.
Because
Stanley
yeah,
took
the
first
new
open door on
Stanley
his
line
left.
was down there, so maybe the old
And so he
Stanley line's
detoured
down
through
here
the
too.
Maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay. I'm doing it. Yay.
But
Okay.
Stanley didn't want to go back
We're
to the
looking for
office.
boxes.
He wanted to wander about and get even
And
further off track.
fig
So now in order to get
lanes.
back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay. Give me my fig leaf.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know.
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Looking for a fig
Let's
leaf.
see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
This is how
I've
it's
got
going
it
to be
now.
for
This
D&D
story
on
is absolutely, definitely
Sunday.
this way.
My group's going into a dungeon. I'm nervous about running it because I've been planning it for like
No,
50 years or
no,
something.
this isn't right at all. You're not supposed to
The
be here
50
yet.
year
This
long,
is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
Dungeon.
back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Okay.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
No
Okay,
promises.
From the top.
Yeah. Well, we didn't find a fig leaf.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Oh, there's
meeting
no
room.
bucket.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I miss a bucket? No, I think there's more to this one.
When Stanley... Wait.
Yeah, there's multiple
Wait,
doors.
what? No, I restarted. I swear I
Yeah,
definitely
this
restarted
is-
the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Changed my
did you
pants?
move the story somewhere, or...
That's a joke.
on.
I'm not wearing
Why am
any.
I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure.
I'm
that it's
wearing
here somewhere.
something that's
Okay,
not quite
then.
pants.
It's an adventure. Come,
Oh,
Stanley.
there we go.
Let's find the story.
It's like slacks or something. Ah, the story. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Oh, that's true. That's true. I definitely did the thing. But I am looking for
I'll
a...
say it. This is the worst adventure I've
Vaguely.
ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Sure, you
Well, I
restart
find
the
it
game.
unlikely
I'm
that we'll
just
ever
looking for my
progress by
final fig
starting
leaf.
over and over
All I
again.
need is my
It's gotta
fig
be
leaf, and
better
then
than
I
this.
think we're done once we
Okay,
beat the
let's give
fig
it a
leaf.
shot. Why
We're gonna have
not?
to start planning for next week. Next week's gonna be exciting. Actually, I already know what it's gonna be. I'm pretty excited about it too. Man, I'm
All of his
easily excited
co-workers
about
were
everything,
gone.
huh?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
Every
the
time we
meeting
complete a
room.
game,
Perhaps
start
he
a
had
new one, I
simply
get
missed the
excited.
memo.
No. No, you can't cute
Okay,
me.
yep,
I am not
it's
cute.
worse.
I
I
am
might be
fierce.
remembering this
Rah.
wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I'm looking. Did we miss a Figley? I'm looking for the adventure line, please.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here
Oh
it
yeah,
comes.
yeah. We missed the
No,
story.
wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Shut up.
Now
Oh,
well,
you
I'll be
can't.
honest,
You
I didn't
can't.
recognize
You
this
can't
place at
say
all.
that.
Is this the story? I don't think so.
I'm okay.
I can't
I'll
quite
do it. I'll do
recall,
it
but
better.
I believe my story took place in an office
I'm not
building.
cute.
Is
I'm
that correct?
fierce.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've
I gotta do the
forgotten
deeper
what we were
growl
supposed to
voice.
be doing,
Yeah.
how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I just want my
I know you put
figure.
in a lot of hard work, and it really
Figley.
paid off. So, good job. Oh no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
This is one of those
Okay?
click the door
I'm
5
getting
times
weirded out by
situations.
whatever this
He doesn't
place
like
is.
it.
I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Yeah, okay. Looking for that adventure line. Come on, here we go. Okay. The figure has got to be
All
around
right,
here
I've got
somewhere.
a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help
Figley,
of the
Figley,
Stanley
Figley,
Parable
Figley.
Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Pretty simple. But just in case...
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. Back to the line. Okay. Figley. Here, Figley.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a
Light.
thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination
deep search
still a
mode.
story? Simply by the act
Oh,
of moving
okay.
forward, are we
Hello?
implying a journey
Hello?
such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being
Wait, what?
via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Did we?
Now, we can both agree that
Okay.
the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental
No, it was a light.
subjective construct?
Oh, I thought it was a shiny thing.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Got tricked.
Sure where I was going with all that.
I got tricked.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Do. Da 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 da. 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 Oh. Room with a lot of crates. Come on. Darn it. Where are you?
Cut the music. Go back
Oh.
and look at that fern.
No.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay. The end of the line should have the should have the Figley, right? Right?
Oh,
No.
no, not again.
No.
How could you have done this to us?
Ah.
And after we trusted you, after
Okay.
everything we've been through,
Where could the last
I
figurine
can't
be?
take this anymore. To hell with it.
If it's
Restart.
not at the end of the Stanley line, then what? Where?
You know what?
The
Stanley?
warehouses?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
I mean,
We're
I
intelligent
thought we
people, right?
checked
Why can't
some
we
warehouse.
make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure. Yeah.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and
Yeah,
Stanley.
yeah. We're gonna have to double check that warehouse where we first went. Actually, falling down, making a bridge over a fence. Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
All right. My story is that I don't want to be grizzled detective. We were grizzled detectives last time. We're dragons. Yeah, we're all dragons.
No
And
lines on monitor rooms.
and we're
Just don't
flying,
acknowledge it.
and we're breathing
You should be
fire. Except it's not fire. It's slime. We're slime dragons. Yeah, we breathe slime, and the slime is icky, and everyone's like, "Please stop!" And we're like, "But we're having fun."
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important
Slime or no
we
slime?
mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Roar like a dragon. I don't know. Can I? Okay.
Okay. So I know that each door.
I gotta
lead
hydrate for
somewhere,
this.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door.
Roar!
That in turn means that our destination corresponds with the
That was pretty good.
controverted
That was a
reverse
good dragon
door's
roar.
origin. So starting
Yeah.
from the right,
Yeah.
let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Okay,
Another
narrator.
victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this?
It's the ending of the confusion.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
It is.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Yeah, we're
That's
already.
really how all this goes? It's all determined? So
Oh,
now,
we're on the
according to
fourth.
schedule,
Okay,
I
so
restart again. Then
4
what?
more.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Game
My mind
restarts.
goes blank
Follow
simply
the
because it's written
line.
here on this thing.
Attempt to make up a
Whoa.
story. Narrator
Well, who
restarts.
consulted me?
There's no longer
What
an
do I get
office.
to
Find a
decide?
bookstore.
Why don't I get a
Okay.
say in all of this?
Get bored
Is it
and
really-
leave the bookstore.
No, it can't be.
Story
I
of my
don't want it
life.
to be.
Finding a
I
bookstore,
don't want the
going
game
in,
to keep
looking at books,
restarting. I
going,
don't
wait a
want to
minute.
forget what's going on.
I don't like
I
books.
don't want to be trapped like
And
this.
leaving.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
We did.
The,
Or you did.
whatever it is
You
that
did
made
it.
this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know. I just want to look for more Figlies. And
Okay.
let me look for more Figlies.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that
You
this is
didn't
a
rate
kind of
my dragon
story,
roar.
wouldn't you agree?
You needed to
I'm not quite sure
rate my
if we're in
dragon
the
roar
destination
on
or
a
the
scale of
journey, though they're all
1 to
saying that
princess.
Life is about the journey
No,
and not the
squire to
destination.
princess.
So I
Yeah.
hope that's where we are.
On a
right
rating of
now.
squire to
We'll
princess.
find out,
What was
won't
my
we?
dragon roar?
Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you
Oh, here we go. Divine princess and princess out of princess and divine princess out of 10. Well, Cheshire Wolf gets points for understanding the scale.
all of his co-workers
Aloe
were
gets
gone,
points for
what could it
breaking the
mean?
scale.
Stanley decided
Okay.
to go to the meeting room.
We
Perhaps
have
he
to
had simply
go.
missed a memo.
None for you, Bucket. Wasn't there a door about new content somewhere around
When
here?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct
Okay.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
We're
Perhaps
looking
he wanted to
for
stop by the employee lounge first. just to
fences
admire it.
and bridges and
And
boxes
here it
and
was,
figurines.
the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Close that door. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying, quit. Okay. There it is. Oh. Oh, and he built the bridge so you can get over the fence. Okay. Okay, okay. Aha. Good call, Aloe. But now what? We're done. We're done like an hour and a half early. What do we do? Oh no. I guess I'll get some sleep today. Hello. Hello, sir. You're the final figurine. You're the shiny. Look at me. I levitate.
And there it is, the
Last Stiggly
Wiggly.
Wiggly.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Yeah.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
Where
Is
so
there
many
anything
people
better?
expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all.
He's
but
not.
That would be like a reward.
Oh what?
And we can't
Oh
have
come
that.
on. You
So,
can still
Instead, I'll just say it's done. We're all done here.
You can
and
still
now we
say
can
it.
go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Oh yeah, what was I doing before I hunted for figurine? Well, no, oh no, there is one more thing I wanted to do. I do remember one more thing I wanted to do. I don't think there's escaping this death, though.
But in his
Ow.
eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell
Hunting
him
for
what to
treasure
do,
is
Stanley left
a
from
good
the
deal.
platform
But
and
there is
plunged to his
one more
death.
thing to do.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks
We
you
gotta
are very
succeed on the
powerful.
bucket test. Remember how we started this game with a bucket test? Or started this session with a bucket test? We gotta pass that bucket test. We gotta get all the answers correct this time. Okay. I hope you were paying attention because it's pop quiz.
Stanley,
Whoa,
I'm
what?
sorry, but I have to put a pause
Hey.
on things. It's
What?
those figurines, those figglers.
They're
I
mine.
haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed
You
every
can't have
last
them.
one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your
Yes, it
entire
was.
life?
Leave me alone.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with
Don't you do
inner
something
richness?
weird.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
What's
I
the
would
memory
love
zone?
nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Oh yeah.
Just one more time.
Okay. As long as you don't take them away or like add a bazillion more. You bet. Nope. Aloe, don't you tempt him. He'll do it. He's crazy. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Yay. Let's go. I remember the first one was in the Zone Sweet Zone. Let's see. The Audience Award. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts. I love it. I love it. If you don't get your trophy, just buy one and put some masking tape over it. Or write your name.
Here's where it all began.
Is it?
The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
True.
Sure, it said 6 right
Oh
there on
yeah,
the
that is
screen,
the first
but how
one.
could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
This was the first one when we were in the 2. Here we go. We found it. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I may not, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Don't want to go above 6. Yeah. There we go.
And here was the second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just
Yeah,
by
I did.
poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them.
That's true.
let alone
I
6.
honestly did
But
not
you
expect there to be
continued
any
surprise
more.
me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Thank you. I think. The numbers aren't even anymore. 8 of 6 isn't too bad. 7 of 6 was killing me. Yes. Oh.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I can. But I'm a very contrary person.
No. The red and blue door room was the fourth place you found the Stanley, not the third. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised.
Have you met me?
Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what?
Yeah.
If the red and blue door room feels like the third place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Well, I'm making judgment. I'm judging Aloe for that pun. Any meower. That's new. Bad Aloe.
Let's see. What came next?
Well, no, I gotta get the one from the boss's office. Ah, darn you! I gotta collect all the collectibles again.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
Wait,
Oh,
did
well,
we?
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
This never happened. You're wrong. But I'll take it. Oh, it's pretty music. Praise Civvy guy. So much pink. Yeah, this is a floof shimmy place for sure. Hashtag floofer.
This was the fifth mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly.
Yeah.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to
Ooh,
me,
yeah?
I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Yeah, what you got? Yay. Oh, thank you. That was classic PowerPoint. What? This is exactly what my thumbnails are going to look like here when I start making them. Just got to make a bunch of thumbnails that are going to look as bad as this. I did it. I found it under the stairs. The sunglasses. Best boy, the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Only 8 minutes? I'm actually really impressed anyone can make a video like that in only 8 minutes. That seems, hard. That actually seems like a hard thing to do. The final one. You remember? We risked life and limb. And died for it. We died for this one.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
That's true.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
He has a point. I checked. You cannot throw yourself off the edge. There we go. Way dead at. What a fun memory. Oh, I'm back in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Goodbye. Yay. Now I have 12 6 collectibles. Take that. Wait.
No, I'm not done.
Come on.
I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading
You
screen.
can't.
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
I mean,
Let's
we
just
could
go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
You're getting clingy, narrator. The unloading screen. You're getting clingy, narrator. We could arrange the figurines and make them I don't know, fight or something.
Okay, yes, this spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
You certainly
Let's keep
said
going.
it.
I want more.
Okay. Well, we're going to have so many figurines we can create a little figurine army and have them fight the bucket. We'll have them fight the bucket. Yeah. Even odds on who wins.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
I think, yeah. Oh.
Yes, I love that video.
Rhinehammer 40K. Complete with Stanley. Stanlerines versus Bucket. Oh my gosh. I don't want to see where the gene stealers come in. Or those jeans stealers.
Still no memory of this one. Good room though. A solid room.
I don't know where the pink room came from. Lushami invading my stream. Alright.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
You came so close to resisting the temptation. You could have just given me my collectibles. Just double check the boss's office. Oh no, it's dark. Can't do it now. For shame. This is what happens when you go to the pink room. You forget things. Like who you are.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Why does anyone ever choose to leave the path? That is a question you could have.
The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
And before this, we were in the exhibit hall with the bucket and the infinite hole and the button that says Jim. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're back. Did we make it? Yes, we made it back. Collectibles. Oh, is this the jump pad? I forgot about the jump pad.
It's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more.
Give
more
me
memories.
Give me jumps. I'm so mad that I had a limited number of jumps that I used them all. Can't. I wish I could jump backwards, give myself more jump. I burned through the jumps. I didn't think I'd have permanent and limited capabilities to jump.
Yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Always right. Wait. Okay. My
And
office.
before everything else, there was your office.
The orders.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
The
There's
start
something
screen.
I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh, are we going back to the start screen?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I
The
remember
cutscene.
before this whole story got started.
Really?
Back then I was different.
You were
I used
just
to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I
You
weighed
were
each decision with
a
profound
new
thoughtfulness.
narrator.
And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions.
You did?
I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go.
Wait.
I would cheer him on as he collected
I'm the
figurines for
narrator's
no
figment of
reason.
imagination?
Why did I invent Stanley? Was I
Oh,
lonely?
no.
Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
Stanley is his
Stanley
imaginary
really did make
friend.
for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again.
I was the
I want
bucket.
to go back to how it used to be. Yes,
You're right.
I can be on my own again.
I was
can
very
do it.
contrary, Bucket.
I'll be stronger this time.
I was very rude
I'll
to the
take care of
narrator.
myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
Hey, wait. I'm
He
Stanley.
truly was so much
You
fun
can't leave
to
me.
play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone,
Yeah.
how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Aloe. We're to Stanley. My behavior was not beyond the pale, you monster of a fox. Ah. That. Now. Oh, we got
All of
the
his co-workers were gone.
special
Could it
blue opening.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Don't encourage him. Oh, I got dog mode. Yeah, dog mode's back. Forgot how I got dog mode in the first place.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
I am. I have a bucket. I have... Oh,
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
not a chance.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Alright. Alright.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be
One
correct?
last
Was this
hello
better
to
than
the wife.
meeting room? Yes.
Good
Stanley
day.
thought to himself.
Mwah.
Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the
Mwah.
bucket turned out to be.
Yes. I love you, employee lounge.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back
Nope.
to the meeting room.
I have to do the thing I wanted to do.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the
Woof,
meeting
woof,
room.
woof.
Go somewhere else.
Woof.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question
Okay,
why or
okay.
how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
We don't need to
He
think
was
about
firmly
that.
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay. We ready for the pop quiz? The end of the game, end of the line. We have to remember exactly what is.
Stop! Look there on the
And
wall. You
isn't
see,
a
there's
bucket.
a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
Okay.
Stanley,
Okay.
how could you
We're
think
testing
it
my
was okay
memory.
to bring the bucket here?
My memory is
Unless-
amazing. I
What
know
if the
everybody's
problem is
names.
that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket. I suppose that
My
would
memory is
explain a
terrible.
lot
I don't
about your
remember any
behavior
names.
up to this point. Which, if that's
Hmm.
true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game.
Just gonna bark at you.
Bark,
Bark.
So much
Bark,
of the
bark, bark.
impact of the story is dependent on
Bark,
your
bark, bark.
understanding of what is and isn't
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
a
whoa.
bucket. Please, step in here. For
Yes. Yay. I'm ready.
Now then,
I'm ready.
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll
I
tell me
may
whether or not the
may
thing
have
I'm
gotten it
showing you
wrong
is
the
a
first time.
bucket.
That's fine. That's fine.
Simply enough,
I got it right this time.
This should tell
Okay.
us everything we'll ever need to know.
Know
about
exactly
what
what
is
what
or
we
is
got.
not
We
a
got
bucket.
it
Okay,
is.
let's begin.
It goes hologram. Yeah, that's a hologram.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yeah. Yay.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay. The next one is a 3D printing of a bucket
Item 2.
and
Is
not a
this
bucket.
a bucket?
Yay.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay. This one is a bucket. I think this one's a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes. Yay!
This is a bucket.
I'm smart. Okay. I think this is a tractor. Yeah.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
This is not a bucket. Yay!
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much.
I am not smarter because I am a dog. I'm smarter because I've always been this smart. Thank you. Excuse me. I am a genius.
Is this a bucket?
This is a bucket. Yay!
This is a bucket.
I like how he offers zero explanation. Probably should have answered no there just to see what was.
Item
Okay,
6.
wait.
Is this a bucket?
Have we done this one? Don't remember. I think. Wait.
Trick question.
Oh yeah, the trick
Both.
question. Oh,
Gotcha.
whew, okay. I was like, I don't remember this one.
Item. Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
This is not a bucket. Yay.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer
No,
me straight,
no.
Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Really?
What
It
is
wasn't
a
that
bucket?
hard.
What isn't a bucket? Mere moments
I
ago,
just
could
told
answer
you.
these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
You're not a bucket.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Oh,
I'm losing
come on.
myself, and myself was all
Give
I
me
ever
some
had
credit
to
for
begin with.
getting the
I'm
answers
afraid
right.
the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship.
You can't have it.
I can't
My
have
bucket.
that. I'm sorry.
My
I'm
bucket.
going to erase all buckets.
No.
Okay.
Be back.
Here we go.
Grrr. Grrr. Ow. Darn you.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did
Oh.
everything disappear? Wait,
I still
was
have it.
everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
You did. I'm not.
Oh, I had no idea.
Look, I was just growling because he was
I'm not a
threatening to
bucket
take away my
after all.
bucket.
And you, Stanley,
You-
you're
you-
still
It's
here.
not
You're
cute.
not a
It's
bucket either.
dangerous.
No,
I'm
this is
I'm a
wonderful.
dangerous
We're not buckets.
I'm a dangerous puppy.
Yes, I actually
Yeah.
feel much more
Grr.
at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets.
All right,
Okay?
I think that's
and
it.
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anything else, maybe
How
don't
dare.
mention that.
No,
Who knows what that information
gonna
might
bite.
do to a person.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, here we go.
yeah. Bite you hard. Yeah. Little puppy bites. Yeah. Oh my gosh, puppy bites are cute. Oh, puppies are adorable when they do that.
Stanley knew the office layout like the
Well,
back of his hand.
that's
it was only a
it.
matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just
I
a
want to
matter of
leave
time.
out the window someday. No, I don't admit anything. You can't make me. Can't trick me
Stanley
like
went
that.
around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You say that, but I just want. Oh. Why is there never a fire escape when you need it? Okay, is there any? I don't think there's anything left. I think we've done it all. Yeah, okay, we're done. Okay. We'll cut it a little early. Next week, I'm super excited. We're gonna start Subnautica. Yay! it's gonna be exciting. I've been looking forward to that one. I've been putting it off, and now I'm gonna go get wet. Yay! Wait, no, that's terrible. I hate getting wet. So, oh well. Okay, Aloe. You go find a sandwich and eat it or something. I don't know hardly anything about Subnautica other than oceans. It's an ocean. Well, I'll let you guys have lunch and breakfast. I'll stop playing around and just say thank you very much for joining me. It was super exciting. Anyone who's still watching, remember to check out the Discord. And before you leave, hey, before you leave, you're all beautiful. You're all important. If you're going through tough times, hang in there. If you're going through good times, cherish them. Thank you for watching my stream today, and remember to hug your bucket.